rain is falling, but we will have baseball for you live on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Casey Sadler will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Now at the plate, number 99. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
The 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Hit out towards second. Oh, what a stop on the slide. How about that? Next for the Dodgers, Billy Butler. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman. The 1-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. McCutchen is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Jimenez is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Digging in now, Jose Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now pitch on the way. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a line drive, but right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He's in that rarefied air. Over 50 home runs last year. That's just crazy power. He can take the ball the other way. He can pull home runs. The ballparks can't contain him. When you're hitting 50 dingers, you're doing something very special.
Here's the first pitch to him. Mike Moustakas is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Flores is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. First pitch of the at-bat. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Popped him up. Butler has got it, and the side is retired. One, two, three go the Pirates. Still no score. Back now from PNC Park. Second inning on its way, but first here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
First pitch on its way. Good pitch to hit, a sinker down the chute, but it's taken for a strike.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And this one will bounce into the wall. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double. So he's into second with a double here to kick off the second inning. And we'll bring up our Dodger leaderboard to confirm for you that his current total leads the squad in that category. Stepping into the box, Michael Busch. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Fouled away. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Stepping in, number 45, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 0-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first. Davis has it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Here's Hanley Ramirez. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for LA. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Chris Davis now, and you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
The windup and the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis, he's a 5-year vet at the major league level.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
1-1. Liner in there for a base hit. Davis will round first and make his way to second now. And it's a good start to the inning for the Bucks. It's a leadoff double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
At the plate, Carlos Santana. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Davis leads off second with nobody out. And there's ball 1. Ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So now to the plate, Logan Morrison. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. The average for him sitting at .312 on the season. 7 homers, 13 RBIs. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Number 45 is there, and he has it for the out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air out to left field. Number 99 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One left for Pittsburgh. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
Back now in Pittsburgh, home of the Pirates, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. To start the day, they rank amongst the league leaders in strikeouts and home runs allowed, which many around the team indicate is a reflection of the nasty stuff the pitching staff brings to the table. One hitter told me he can definitely see why the other teams have such a difficult time barreling the baseball against them, saying, "I can see the ball dancing all over the place. When I'm out on defense, it's crazy to watch." Guys, it sounds like deception and movement are major keys to their success.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. J.P. Asensio is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. And he got him.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Stepping in now, Jimenez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. So back-to-back strikeouts for him here to start the inning. And you can see where he ranks on the Pirates team leaderboard. Currently tops on the ball club in that category. Ready for another chance. Number 99. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
3rd inning, no score to this point. changeup, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Great arm action on that two-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now batting, number 23, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. Pitch on the way. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So coming to the plate, Casey Sadler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
And he struck him out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
To the plate now, Jose Reyes. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. A 1-1 count to the Pirates' leadoff hitter. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So here's Starlin Castro. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Digging in, Billy Butler. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Here it comes. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike, count.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1.
Hey! Please, dude.
Lifted in the air out to center field. McCutchen on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Digging in to try it again, Ramon Flores. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Now in the box, Mike Moustakas comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
In there for strike 1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
The 2-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. And there are 2 away now. Chris Davis at the plate now. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Striding in, Carlos Santana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Comes set with the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Drilled to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
At the plate now, Logan Morrison as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Ready with the 0-1. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone. But something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. From the stretch, the 1-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed. And with that, the side is retired. Pirates strand a couple through 4. Still tied, 0-0. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with LA's manager to discuss his thoughts on the Dodgers offense so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The second baseman, Michael. Good.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Michael Busch will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Popped him up. Number 23 is there. And that's the first out of the inning. So digging in now, number 45. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit ball to second. Moustakas has it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Into the box now, Hanley Ramirez. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Dodgers down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. They've certainly gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so he said they have to change their mentality at the plate. They can't accept that they're running into good pitching and therefore don't stand a chance. He wants to see his guys simplify their approach and battle at the plate to at least put the ball in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The center fielder, Andrew.
First pitch of the at-bat. Andrew McCutchen is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
This is line to left. Number 99 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Standing in, number 23. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Taylor Gutu will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 pitch.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
The pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Casey Sadler. First offering on its way. Grounded weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Taylor Gutu will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Taylor Gutu.
Digging in, J.P. Asensio.
The catcher, J.P. Asensio.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Hit back up the middle. Reined in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Coming to the plate now, Jimenez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss here, and that's about what you'd expect from a pitcher, I suppose. There are 2 away. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, number 99. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And the pitch. The 0-1 delivery. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Jose Reyes.
The shortstop, Jose Reyes.
Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the second baseman, Mike.
Ready once again, Mike Moustakas. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
One out, nobody on. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Now the pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
So a runner at first now with one away and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Hard hit at third. Right to him. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another shot now. Starlin Castro. He'll start the seventh. And Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. Digging in once again, Billy Butler. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
Bases are empty. One man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
No strike.
2-1.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
The 2-1. This one's down to third. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Ready now, Ramon Flores.
Ramon Flores.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply on the ground. And Davis will take this one himself to retire the side. Dodgers down in order. We are still scoreless.
7th inning, Perez.
Last half of the 7th here. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
Swing and a liner. But this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. One away here for the Bucks in their half of the 7th, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Tight break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that 2nd out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over. Standing in now, Logan Morrison. Hit hard back up the middle. Castro has it. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Has a look. Now the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. A 2-0 count to the Bucks center fielder.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
Has a look. Now the pitch. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So stepping in, Taylor Gutu, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Throw comes quickly to the infield, so that go-ahead run will have to hold up at 3rd with 2 away.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
So here now is the pitcher, Casey Sadler. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Comes set. The 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up. And this should get him out of it. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And a very important insurance run comes across to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Are you kidding me right here? The pitcher gets a 2 RBI base hit that breaks the tie and gives them a 2-run lead.
You know, there's an old theory that a swinging bat is a dangerous bat no matter who swings it. The last thing they were thinking of, the opposing pitcher was going to drive in too.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Jose Reyes. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
0-1's the count.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Stephen Pryor answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Mike Moustakas is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Flores is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 8th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Leading off the inning, Michael Bush, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Swinging a ball line hard towards short. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the eighth to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Number 45 stands in as he looks at a called strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
And he popped him up. In there, a base hit.
Hey, they're not all beautiful, and they don't all have to be. Just throwing a lawn dart over the third baseman's head right there. Beautiful piece of hit.
Riding in once again, Hanley Ramirez, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. None out. Runners at first and second. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. McCutchen will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the fly out. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Standing in, J.P. Asensio. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First pitch on its way. In his career, Asensio is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. A play at the plate, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. Gerardo Hara will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 3, Gerardo Hara.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In comes the left fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only one away.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll leave this mess for the bullpen, as 3 runners are his responsibility.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. First pitch coming, here it is. And that misses for ball 1. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. A tag, and they nail him at home plate as the tying run is prevented from scoring. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Pirates lead it 2-1. A.J. Ramos is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Giancarlo Stanton. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
He's set, and the pitch. Off the outside that time, as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Ramos is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Just low with the slider there. That's ball 3.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs a bear down right here.
The 3-2 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Chris Davis. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Well-located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down-and-in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Now the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
In the dirt here, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And that'll move the runner up to second as it takes away the double play possibility.
When it's raining out there and you're trying to reach back and throw a fastball, it's very easy to lose grip on the baseball. You have to focus that much more and make sure you're keeping the moisture off your fingertips in between pitches.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Here's Carlos Santana now as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 1-1 misses for the second ball. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. There's ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Stepping up to the plate, Logan Morrison. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Here comes the first pitch. He checks his swing. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Rusty Valentine. Ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves, only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. First and second now, one man out. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
2-2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. At the plate, Starlin Castro, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now he'll step off. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
The pitch. This one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now.
Hey, we've seen some good pitching in this one, but can we give some love to the catcher? Not only is he able to control the entire flow of the game, he's been dominant behind his own, shutting down a running game, and technically being the captain of the entire team.
He's right there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. So with this day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Cody Allen answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Cody Allen.
At the plate, Billy Butler, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Allen, a native Floridian. He was selected in the 23rd round back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 1-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. And a step off. Into the box now, Ramon Flores. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. He was a ground out victim last time up. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The Dodgers down to their final strike. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
So the home crowd will have a pleasant drive home afterwards as their guys have taken the first 2 of this 3-game series. A win tomorrow, and they can break out the Bruins.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Pittsburgh Pirates jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Casey Sadler wins his 3rd of the season. Jimenez pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.